So I came to this conclusion in my work that the only way I can do a good job is if I can create the right conditions to do a good job. That was something that I felt quite strongly about, and I was like, well, I can't design this thing if we're working without research. I can't design this thing if, everything's subjective and, I've got like the wrong tools or everybody's buried in meetings. And so I've been thinking about this, like, I think you get like there's consultants like McKinsey and stuff, and they get like an invitation to change the place, to sort of nobody move, everybody drop your mouses. We're going to go off for 3-4 days for an offsite. We're going to change how we're working. And I feel like the alternative to that is sort of like the Trojan horse change agent, which is where like you go in just as a researcher, but then you start like tinkering with the culture, tinkering with the ways of working. And I can't help myself. I don't know
Can't
about you. I
either.
can't help it.
I can't. Well, I like fundamentally as a human and the way I see the world, I can't help it. But in hindsight, reflecting on these experiences and even in this conversation right now, I actually do think we have to acknowledge the constraints of our conditions, as you said, right? It is hard for us to change our working conditions from many angles.
Yeah.
Can we get the tools we need? Can we do research for this or that design decision? And I think it's a question of I would like to do it this way, ideally, versus here's what's available to me. Here's
Being
what's
pragmatic.
yeah, exactly. What's politically or culturally available or possible within the organization, to the point of like starting to like bug other people and disrupt their agendas, right?
When you talk about your learning and sense of how it's better to go, has that been hard won? Have you had failures in order to understand that and to calibrate your approach? Like, did you try it like too hard and then it didn't work, or you took too much on, or like how did you come to that understanding?
I have a pattern, a history of getting really jaded really quickly in my new jobs. Sometimes
Yeah.
it takes 6 months, sometimes it takes 3 months. And it sounds ridiculous and funny, but I think it's a matter of that perspective of like allowing myself to become jaded in a way, but also I care about and see things and want things to be different naturally so that I feel more easily affected by again like sort of organizational culture practices, calling out maybe unethical or deceptive design practices and then being told like you're disrupting the team and
Yeah. Yeah.
like making them feel bad about their work
Yeah.
and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like so I think I could go back and point out many examples of things that were not my responsibility to fix or that I didn't have the energy. And so getting jaded also for me is the precursor to getting burned out, or those things start to happen concurrently where you get burned out just trying to do your project work on tight timelines, but also like, hey, there's things that could be better about what we're shipping and how we do our work and all of that stuff. So yeah, I have tons of examples, but I think about this for myself in hindsight, but it's something that comes up a lot with my clients who are trying to figure out similar situations and like reframing and going like, what is really worth my time and energy in my short life? And like, what do I want to really spend that energy on, and
Yeah.
what can I do? And are there other places outside of my job where it makes more sense to put energy into making change?